One of the most common things. She took that big guy out of there. But one of the most common things, let me get him some meat, is bully skin problems. And it's a problem if you don't know the steps to handle it. You know, if you know a few steps, you listen to me, you learn a few steps here, and she got a big old piece. You got a real big piece. You listen to me and you learn a few steps. The bully skin problem is not a big problem. Most of it starts from food allergies and what you feeding it. And because of this bully, the bully's got a lot of muscle, so it needs a lot of protein. And a lot of time, you get a bully puppy and you feed it a lot of protein because you want to get your bully puppy to look like his dad in 2 weeks. So you give him a lot of protein. And a lot of y'all are just trying to fatten your dog up because you don't understand how to build muscle with protein. So you're giving him bread and stuff like that. So anyway, it boils down to bullies cannot have a lot of grains, man. They need a lot of protein, but they do not need it from grains. And you're gonna need some kind of a supplement to help fill in the gaps with little stuff that you're not getting to keep them healthy. I don't have skin problems, and I have over 10 dogs on the property at all time. You see everybody was making noise and everybody's quiet, just sitting down eating now. You're gonna get drip some food. So I know what I'm saying. If I was gonna have a problem, I'd have a problem on one of them. I got 10 of them. I ain't got no problem. 10 here and a few more that's not on the property that I co-own. And I use New Vet Plus. I give each one of them a New Vet Plus pill every day. I try to remember to do that every day. If I don't give them to them every day, I'll give them 2 one day. And the mothers, all while they are always getting New Vet Plus. But when the mothers go into pregnancy, and when the mother get into pregnancy and when they're whelping, I give them twice as much. So they can't overdose on it. It's like getting vitamin D from the sun. They can't overdose on vitamin D. And a lot of times that's what we are not giving our dogs is vitamin D. You're missing a lot of vitamins and amino acids, so that's what the supplements are for. So there's 2 main causes for the bully losing hair. And like I said, the first is the diet, grains and stuff. A second, when they're real small or young or whatever, the problem could be in the, I'm looking for some more food. The problem could be with mites, skin mites. Every mother dog has skin mites and it passes along. Every mother dog has skin mites and it passes along to the puppies. All of us don't have this problem because if the puppy has strong enough immune system, he can fight off those mites and he ain't gonna have his hair falling out. But a lot of you will treat the mites problem and not treat the internal problem, which is what you're feeding them. So for one, you cannot go to Walmart and get, trying to open this package up. You cannot go to Walmart and get the right bully food because most of that Walmart food is going to be full of grains. Most of the protein in the foods is going to be, even though it says, it might say high protein or whatever. Let me get this adjusted. Even though it might say high protein or whatever, most of that protein comes from grains. And you can't feed your bully grains. It's gonna give him allergies. I do a raw diet and it cuts down on most of the stuff, because a lot of what we're getting is what we're feeding them. So the first thing is go get some high protein kibble that don't have a lot of grains. And then you need a good supplement. Because you just can't afford to miss something. So hard cut drip. That's dripping domino. They both have good color. I don't brush either of them. And all my dogs stay shiny because of the supplements that I give them. And we don't give them a bunch of grains. I had somebody call me, well, not call me, but contact me a couple days ago. And he was, his Bully's hair was falling out. We went through all of this. We got him signed up with New Vet Plus and all of that, but we kept talking, and we've realized that not only did he need that, he also, somebody else had gave us dog some bread or whatever, and he didn't know about it. And then when he came back, dogs having hair problems. Now he thought he was having hair problems because somebody gave us some chicken. So I sent him the diet that I give my dog, let him know it's not the chicken. Somebody gave him some bread. So I know some of y'all, we don't catch it all what I'm saying, so let me go again. The main two problems that give bullies skin problems is one, skin mites that come from the mother doing whelping because of a weak immune system, and two, food allergies because of a weak immune system because of what you're feeding it. So to correct it, to put the most dent in it, go get a good supplement, and I'm telling you one that works, which is the New Vet. Go get that. www.newvet.com. Use my breeder number 384132. You can't buy it without a breeder number. You gotta be a breeder to get it, or you gotta have a breeder number. One of us has gotta tell you, they won't even put this in Walmart. So you gotta go quick. They're trying to get some more chicken. So you gotta go and get a good get that good supplement. And you gotta quick buy cheap kibble, cheap dog food. What we call kibble is high protein dog food. High protein dry dog food is what we call kibble. It's gotta be high protein because the bully has so many it's got to be high protein because the bully has so many muscles, and it's a very, that's very needy on the body, is all that muscle. My dogs are bred to run the whole yard, so we definitely need a lot of energy. But we won dog shows by just getting up and going to the dog show. We didn't go to no groomer. we didn't know nothing about that, getting groomed and anything other than that. We just got up, dusted him off, and went to the show. We didn't even brush him off. We just dusted him off and went to the show. Because they stay shiny and healthy looking because of the supplements I'm using. Because of the diet, I'm not giving them grains. Now, a guy contacted me. His dog was having spotty skin, and when he contacted me, he told me everything I needed to know. I'm trying to turn this around. He told me the dog was having he was eating the purple bag Victor. There we go. Eating the purple bag of Victor. Victor dog food, so I was able to know real quick what the grain content was at. Some Victor dog food is all meat protein to get the protein. Some of the Victor dog food, just like every other dog food, a little bit cheaper, You get a lot of grain. You get a lot of protein from grains. He was using one that was giving a lot of protein from grains. I told him to go to the red or the teal blue bag of Victor, and that's good for puppies and adults, and he'll be better. So we got that done and got the New Vet Plus. Now he's ready to go. But if there was anything other than that to it, I would be having it. As many bullies as I have. If there was anything other than that, I would have those problems. As many bullies as I have, you see 2 or 3 bald bullies on my property, but you don't. I can pull any dog out of the kennel at any time and do a show with him, a commercial, as a poster child. And it's simple. Garbage in, garbage out. Bunch of processed food and grains and all that sugar and stuff. It ain't gonna do good for your bully. That you have to, I'm not saying at all that you have to have a raw diet. You just have to stop with all of the extra grains that's in the regular dog food, in the pedigrees and the stuff in Walmart and the gravy trains, all of that stuff of grains and meat substitutes. Gravy, in other words. Just, they ain't really using meat. They're using meat gravy, if you can call it that. Meat slurry, a sludge is what they flavoring it with. This is just like chicken broth. Chicken broth for beef. Figure that out. That's what they're doing. So if you got a high dollar dog, which you do, you got to do high dollar maintenance. That's how it is. If you go buy a Corvette, you can't go take it to your cousin that fix cutlasses no more. You gotta get a different mechanic, because your cousin ain't gonna have the specs to work on it. Yeah, he's a good mechanic, but he ain't gonna have the specs to work on this. This is another level. Okay, you go get a Rolex. Yeah, it's a watch, but it's a timepiece. It's not just a watch. It's a timepiece. Can't just take that to the dude at the mall. It costs more than a third of his salary. It'll be more than a third of his salary to fix that watch if something happens. So, you gotta watch out. You gotta make sure that when you own this level, that you treat it like this level. Or else you're gonna have a dog that looks like the other level. You ain't gonna have a show dog if you don't treat it like a show dog. That's what I will say lastly. I'm not saying you gotta go to the groomers, and I don't really do that, but if you got a house dog, it wouldn't hurt for you to go to the groomers. Keep them fresh. But I'm saying you definitely need a good digestive and immune system. And that starts with a good diet and a good supplement when it comes to bullies. Now that's a 6.5-year-old bully and a 2-year-old bully. Come on, girl. She just had a C-section. She has a C-section going now. So we got her a good food in her. So now I'm gonna go and give her an antibiotic and some pain medicine, and she'll go ahead and chill on out some more today. But that's just a quick deal. I was trying to talk to somebody this morning about this, and I've done a few over the last few days, so I was just like, let me go just do a video on it and help everybody. Tell you what I'm doing anyway. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, let everybody know. You ain't did it by now, man. Come on off the bench for the big win and get you something hard cut.